coverage of the... Don't. I said don't, not do. Welcome to my state of play of... coverage of state of play. Can I please speak? But, yeah, so... this is happening. Also, I am very sorry I haven't streamed in quite a while. I mean that, not, I don't know. Again with the GTA 6 clickbait. My god. Okay. There it is. It's a reminder, and I'm gonna close this. And by the way, okay, Rich of Review Tech. I'm a fan, don't get me wrong, but you can't just claim that Sony not allowing people to use a DualShock 4 and a PS5 to play PS5 games is considered anti-consumer. Because, okay, I understand if someone has like a bunch of controllers laying around, but even still, you can't just expect the new console to use an old controller for brand new games that wouldn't work with said controller. They had to work with the new hardware. Anyway, yeah. So we got 8 minutes left, I guess. Yeah. Okay, we're doing good in bitrate, you know, everything. Okay, so it's not crapping out on me, thank God. Hi! Okay. And my laptop's like bing, 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 bing. One thing I am expecting is Rockstar Games. Yeah, so by the way, this is age restricted, so any kids watching this, watch out. Anyway, and of course the laptop, shut the fuck up. What am I saying? I have my phone next to me, I could go on full screen. Besides, I'm not sure if I have to cook anything tonight yet. If that wasn't said anything. Because the last time I did live coverage, it was for the Future of Gaming event that they had in June. Which, by the way, they're going to have another one this month, just later on down the line. But, yeah, so I gotta say, I'm not sure what I'm expecting. Maybe news from Rockstar about the next DLC, because, okay, here's the thing. So, we all know that there is going to be a DLC coming out in a few days on Tuesday. Thing is, they would normally announce it or at least show a trailer of it in the morning. But since there's the state of play going on, it makes perfect sense that they would show it off here, because, you know, the state of play is about showing off like PS4 stuff. And obviously GTA Online is on PS4. And it's going to be on PS5 next year. They might be showing off a little bit of it next... Not next. Okay, so the thing about this state of play is they did say that there will be updates on PS5 stuff, but they meant like games. Like if there's anything new that developers would like to report on. So I'm not saying that it's guaranteed that we're gonna get PS5 stuff that's brand new, but you know, Nintendo's been known to do a last minute surprise, so why not Sony? Yeah. I should probably mention the reason why I haven't streamed in a couple days is because, unfortunately over this past weekend, my step-grandfather passed away due to, CV-19, so pretty hard. Oddly enough, I didn't cry after hearing about that news, but still pretty upset about it, but he went peacefully, and, well, it's very important in my life, I'll just say that much. But he's with the Angels now, he went peacefully. He was in a coma due to this, and I'm sorry if that sounds insensitive, but I don't know. I think the reason why I wasn't super mad about it is because of the fact that, you know, hearing about this stuff is so commonplace nowadays because of what's going on that, like, I just expected it because he was already sick. He had pneumonia, and then eventually he caught the thing. Anyway, sorry about deviating from this topic at hand, but, well, you just gotta move on. Gotta look to the future, and all I know is he's there with the Angels now. He's watching over me. Also, as a bit of an update on my savings for the PS5, I currently have $400 now. I got what I thought was going to be $50 yesterday, but my pal told me that it was actually $100 because next week he's going to be leaving to go to Colorado, and so because of that, he wanted to go ahead and pay me for helping out with the pool in advance. So that's how much I have now. Is So whenever pre-orders go live, I'll have more than enough to pay off a good majority of it. So, yeah. As for other things going on, I'm not really sure. I think my brain's just gone numb. We got about 4 minutes left. By the way, this thing is going to be 40 minutes, as I probably showed off already. The episode is weighing in at 40 plus minutes. Whoa! Yeah, 40 plus, meaning it's going to be at least 40 minutes. We got a great lineup in store featuring plenty of new game footage and other game updates. There will be no PlayStation Studios updates in this episode or any updates around hardware, business, pre-orders, or dates. That means they're saving that for a later date, presumably later on this month, because it's been rumored that we are getting a PS5 event this month. Just, again, later on down the line. So, whatever it's gonna be, sure it's gonna be big. I mean, I assume. Right? Anyway, I got an email from Stadia saying, for vlogs, that's my vlogging channel on YouTube, which I haven't uploaded to in a while. I just haven't really been motivated to do vlogs. But they said, play Borderlands 3 free this weekend. You can do the same thing on Steam, PS4, and Xbox One. Just for this weekend, though. Anyway, we got 2 minutes and something left. Yeah, 2 minutes left, baby. I really just... Sorry, it's probably... I think it's just the 90s lingo rubbing off me, even though I was born in 97, so... I didn't really grow up in the 90s, just towards the end of the 90s, but whatever. Alright. Oh, I didn't even know we were having a baseball game today. So far my stream hasn't cut out, thank God. It's a little behind, but that's to be expected with live streams, they're a little behind. So this isn't exactly in real time, it's just a little delayed in terms of like what you're seeing. Like what I'm seeing right now on my main monitor, it says like 1 minute and 15 seconds, but I'm looking at my laptop and it said like 1 minute and 25 seconds, but yeah. Less than a minute. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, 40 seconds left. 40 seconds converts to 40 minutes. I'm a goof. Yeah, so half a minute. We're almost half. Man. It's gonna be good. By the way, I might be streaming later on tonight for, probably either Minecraft or maybe Roblox or... I don't even know. I might just do more Google quests. Oh shit, there it is, there it is, there it is. Hello, familiar orange line! Here it is. A gentle strobe. Beep. And then a beep. Dude. Here it is. Here it is. Whoa. I expected this.
Hey everyone, I'm Lou Studdard, producer at Toys for Bob, and I'm here to talk to you about Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time. Crash 4 is a direct sequel to Crash Bandicoot Warped. The devious villains Neocortex and Dr. Entropy have finally escaped their interdimensional prison, leaving an evil scientist-sized hole in the universe. Now they've got their eyes set on not only simply conquering this dimension, but all dimensions. And it's up to Crash and Coco to save the day. Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time is the first totally new game in the Crash Bandicoot series in over a decade. So for us at Toys for Bob, we felt that it was important to reintroduce longtime fans, as well as new players, to this amazing franchise. First, we made sure to incorporate the classic tense, precise, and perspective-shifting platforming that we all fell in love with. And then, we wanted to introduce exciting new elements that we can't wait to show you today. Let's start with Insanity Beach. This is where Crash's adventure first started, and where we picked things up again in Crash 4. But there have definitely been changes since we first saw Insanity Beach all those years ago. And throughout Crash 4, you'll see those changes to our gameplay and even our art style. Our art teams wanted to take inspiration from not just the original games, but the animated cartoons that inspired those original games, all while also delivering bigger, more awe-inspiring dimensions to explore. Throughout Crash 4, you'll see wide-open new vistas, new character models, and lots of expressive animations. And with all of that, also comes new additions to the platforming, like having the ability to wall run, rope swing, rail grind, and zip line as well. In the original trilogy, specifically Crash Warped, there were certain moments in the game where Crash would change outfits. Think Crash wearing a biker jacket when riding a motorcycle. That seemed like a natural area for us to expand upon. So we have loaded the game with tons of awesome skins that you can earn and wear throughout the game. These skins are totally cosmetic and a fun way to express yourself while playing the game. And just to be clear, there's no MTX here. Skins are earned by completing different challenges and earning gems within levels. Crash 4 also introduces the Quantum Masks, the powerful protectors of time and space. Crash and Coco will need their assistance throughout the game to tackle the crazy challenges that we're going to be throwing at the player. Whether it's Ika Ika, who gives you the ability to instantly flip your center of gravity at the press of a button, Punawa, who allows you to slow down the world around you, or Lonnie Lowly, who allows you to phase shift elements in and out of existence. Bending the rules of reality and altering your environment with these new masks is a must. We also can't wait to talk to you about the fourth mask, Akano, but that's gonna have to wait for another day. What we can tell you today, though, is that Crash isn't the only character you get to take control of during this adventure.
Coco.
For starters, you can play the entire game as Coco. Any level that you can play as Crash, you can also play as Coco. It was also very important for us that she take a more prominent role in the story this time as well. But that's not all. We've got a few other characters that you'll get to control at key points in the adventure, so that they can provide their own fresh perspectives and new gameplay. Here you can see that you'll be taking control of Neo Cortex. He's all about using his blaster to change an enemy in his path. In addition to playing as Cortex, we're excited to reveal that for the first time, you'll also get to tail slap your way through crates as Dingodile.
Dingodile, the ultimate Australian!
Now, a lot has changed in the years since we last saw Dingodile.
Sorry, I had to.
In fact, he hung up his old flamethrower rocket launcher combo when he decided to retire from a life of villainy and open a diner. Unfortunately for Dingo, fortunately for us, his adventure begins by witnessing the destruction of said beloved diner and getting sucked into another dimension. Finally, there's one more surprise I'm incredibly excited to show you today. The Crash Bandicoot series has always been about finding new and exciting ways to play through the game. In the past, it's been about taking on time trials or discovering all the hidden secrets. Well, for Crash 4, we wanted to bring something brand new to the table, so we teamed up with our friends at Beanox to create a brand new style of play for Crash 4 that we call Inverted Mode. It's our souped-up, Bumpa-Berry-fueled take on a mirror mode. Not only are perspectives shifted, but now each of the dimensions are rendered in a new and unique art style that really changes the look and feel of the experience.
In other words,
One dimension could be asking you to traverse through a neon wasteland, while another tasks players with spinning paint all over the environment to see their path forward. We've even got one that feels like an old-timey movie, with the overcranked camera speed increasing the actual speed of gameplay as well. Once unlocked, players can replay all the game's levels with a totally new and dynamic look and feel. It's an incredibly fun feature that is going to give every player, especially the completionists out there, a reason to revisit each level again to see what new and exciting experiences in store for them. So that's some of the new stuff that we have in store for you in Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time. Experience the space and time-bending madness on October 2nd.
Yeah, that's good.
Today's State of Play is loaded with third-party updates for PS4 and PSVR, and some new PS5 gameplay too. We open the show with an all-new look at Crash 4, It's About Time, coming to PlayStation 4 on October 2nd. Now let's keep the party going with the latest from IO Interactive.
Hitman! I might get that game on PS5. I've never played Hitman. I want to, but I've never gotten the chance to. Or I should say I've never taken the opportunity to.
Besides, this is your big day.
PSVR!
Mingle.
That's cool.
Have fun.
I didn't know they were going to do that.
My art speaks
No,
for
seriously, I
itself.
didn't. I'm not trying to play coy.
I'll call you when I get back.
That is cool. God, this game's visuals look really pretty too. Well done, IO. Hello, good sir. Man. This looks sick. Hitman 3. Play the entire world of Assassination Trilogy in VR. Hey. What is this? Puzzling. Candles. Birds! Look at this. That looks what this is for, but guess we'll find out in a second. Oh my god, Braid?! I didn't know they were bringing Braid to PS4 or whatever it's coming out on. I think I remember seeing this game back on PS3. Sort of. Oh yeah, Anniversary Collection Edition. Oh, it's a
We are happy to announce Braid Anniversary Edition.
21.
It's the classic puzzle adventure where you manipulate time, hand repainted for modern high resolutions.
Many areas have been re-envisioned to make them more unique, and it's even more like a living painting with brushstrokes animating the world. There are more than 9 pixels for each pixel in the original game. There are new animations for smoother motion,
Improved sound and music to enhance the mood, and many hours of developer commentary and interviews on subjects like puzzle design, programming, and visual art.
We plan to make it the most detailed commentary in any game ever. So if you want to learn how video games are made, Braid Anniversary Edition will be a really good resource.
We hope you'll enjoy the game when it comes out early next year.
The Pathless is a mythic adventure set on a mystical island. Let's take a quick tour in this new footage captured from PS5.
The Pathless.
Hi everyone, this is Matt Nava from Giant Squid. I'm excited to share more with you today about our upcoming game, The Pathless. The Pathless is an open-world, mythic adventure game set in a vast forest. You play as the Hunter. The Hunter is a master of archery. She can shoot talismans to fill her dash meter, which allows her to bound across the landscape. Fluid, dynamic movement is at the core of the Pathless. So the game's unique take on archery is all about timing, not aiming down sights. This design was critical to making it possible to shoot even while moving fast and performing acrobatic maneuvers. You instantly feel as skilled as the Hunter herself.
Okay. Reminds me of that game Journey. I think they released for free.
With help from the Eagle, you can even fly.
Play at Home Initiative.
The bond between the Hunter and the Eagle is central in the Pathless.
So cool though. Even though the Nathan Drake collection game.
You can gain altitude while you glide by
It
flapping.
crashed on me a bunch on like the first game. But meanwhile, Uncharted 4 it didn't do that.
Make sure you pet the Eagle to keep it clean and in good flying condition.
I like that bird. Bird is good. Bird is very good. Such as the art style.
You'll find secrets all over the island,
Oh my
if
god,
you know
that
where
is
to
so
look.
cute. You hug him. You hug the bird. You hug the birdie. Can't believe we just talked
Collecting
about
crystals will let you upgrade the Eagle's ability to flap. You'll also discover larger puzzles to solve in ancient structures.
Alright, so far so good. Yeah, so far this is actually really nice. So we got Crash, we got Hitman 2's VR mode.
The Pathless is all about finding your own way forward. So unlike most open world games,
This
there's no
game
map.
looks really good.
Instead, the Hunter can use her mask to peer
not
into the
sure
spirit
this is gonna be
world and
disappointing.
discover distant
It
landmarks.
says 40 minutes.
It even shows you where you've
Whenever
been.
they first started doing state of plays, they were actually
Getting to higher vantage points will let you see further with spirit vision.
they were alright, but yeah.
Giant cursed spirits, the source of the darkness, will pose a constant threat to you on your quest. They will try to separate you from the eagle. Stay still in the light to avoid detection. You won't be able to take on the cursed spirits until you've returned light to the obelisks. Obelisks are restored, the cursed spirits will be vulnerable. Chase them down through the forest to corner them in a dramatic final battle.
This is so far the cineplay is really shaping up Dude, this is like The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild with Black Nintendo. That makes any sense. Pretty sure it probably doesn't.
The hunter and eagle will have to defeat the cursed spirits to bring light back to the world. I hope you've enjoyed this overview of The Pathless. We've only scratched the surface. There's so much more to explore and discover. The Pathless is coming out later this year. Thanks for watching.
This is really cool, especially with a bird. I like birds, especially eagles. There we go. Another Holiday 2020 release.
Next up, let's see what's in store for Spelunky 2.
Hi, my name is Derek Yu, and I'm the creator of Spelunky. For Spelunky 2, I wanted to make sure we made something that got old fans excited and also brought in new players. It was important we didn't change the things that made Spelunky such a unique experience in the first place. So many people became fans of the game through their friends and family, and even strangers on the internet. That's one reason why we're adding online multiplayer, so that more people can play the game together. And I also wanted to include that feeling of community into Spelunky 2 itself to make sure that the game felt welcoming even though it's difficult. In Spelunky 2, when you do runs and discover new characters, you'll also be building an in-game community and family. I designed the world of Spelunky 2 to feel much more rich and dynamic than Spelunky 1. It's going to feel a lot more full. Players will be able to explore and interact with it in lots of new ways. For example, you'll be able to ride turkeys, and find hidden passageways, and you'll have to choose between branching paths as you make your way deeper into the caves. As a result, the stories players create will have much more texture to them. Even after many, many hours of playing, I still have interesting runs that don't even go past the first area. In Spelunky 1, runs often centered around the shops and how you chose to interact with them. So in Spelunky 2, we've expanded the shopping experience and made them more nuanced and exciting. And also added new characters that can help you or hinder you. Given how amazing the Spelunky community is, it's hard to say how long it will take to find the deepest secrets. But I think the great thing about Spelunky is that the deepest secrets are the ones that even I don't know about. And there are lots of new things to play with that I hope players can use to push past the boundaries of what we, as the developers, know about the game. I have two types of favorite stories from Spelunky fans. First are when people are genuinely surprised by something that happened in the game.
I gotta start the oven.
And second, the ones where people shared a fun experience with friends and family in multiplayer. These are the stories I wanted to expand upon in Spelunky 2. They're really what guided my design choices. After releasing Spelunky, I knew there was a lot more that could be done with the concept and the world. Knowing that possibility was out there is what's been exciting for me and the rest of the team. In a lot of ways, when Spelunky 2 comes out, I want players to experience what we experienced making it. That feeling that there's something special there waiting for you to discover it. A big thanks to the fans who've waited patiently for us to finish Spelunky 2. It's been a long journey, but I think it's going to be worth it. Thanks.
Okay.
We've got a bunch of new PS4 updates to share with you, starting with a closer look at Genshin Impact.
Cool. Tech Otaku save the world.
Hey, there's something strange over there. Come on, let's take a look.
This game...
I summon thee!
This game right here... I think it's Chinese. I believe that it was either this game or something else, but... it was extremely similar to the Breath of the Wild game I was mentioning.
I deal in death. If you cannot bring yourself to kill, speak my name.
What is this disturbance to which I awaken?
Huh? Think you can get away?
Burning this?
Time for takeoff!
Sentient self. I claim your mind for the Void Armada. Gods have squealed for my mercy. Who are you to stand in the way of my vengeance? This ambition of yours, what a waste of stardust. Go all out or go home, Emperor!
Eon must die. Nice.
time to talk Bugsnax. Let's check out some gameplay footage captured from PS5.
My invitation is open. Come join me on the island of Bugsnax.
Wow, that's your new lead? Another monster hunt? Elizabeth Megafig is a 2-bit con artist! Don't tell me you actually believe this half-baked nonsense! I swear, if you chase this Bugsnax story, you're out of a job!
You're the journalist! Lisbeth said you'd be coming. There's a Bugsnax right over there. Do me a favor and take my snack trap.
Stranger, I could use your help. This bunger goes wild for ketchup. Use it to lead the bunger over yonder.
I want you to use that journalistic instinct to find out what my favorite Bugsnax is. And feed it to me, Obs.
How's my little sprout doing? He misses Papa? Oh, of course he does. Well, I have a few prototype traps that I could put to use. You're pretty good at stuff, and nobody hits you yet. You can catch Bugsnax and bring everybody back to Snacksburg.
Well, say you do find these Bugsnax and make it back alive. You just might keep your job. Now get going and try not to fall off a cliff.
There's a lot more in store. Let's start with an update on an eagerly awaited PlayStation VR game.
A new Darth Vader game. Star Wars, not Darth Vader. I'm gonna check in the episode.
The Force is strong with you.
You must stop Vader.
I don't understand why you never mentioned that you had the Force.
Whatever you do, stay in the light.
Dragon Fist. Auto chess. What? Nice.
Now let's take a look at 2 new games headed to PS5.
We are the Forest Shadows. Ghosts
They said they weren't
running
gonna announce
silently
anything new for
between
the
the
PS5.
straight, cold lines of a corrupt state.
Okay. Yes, they are.
Quieten down, don't shed a tear.
They count, ration, manipulate.
They did. Okay.
They've taken everything from those they claim to protect. Authority and steel will not stop us. We aren't an invading army.
Ooh. I don't know where they got the H rating.
We are wraiths.
Restriction.
We bypass defenses and strike at the heart.
Now I know what bird. What is this? It looks cool.
We take back what was stolen. And the people call us heroes.
What is this?
From the day or night.
To others, we are rivals.
Hello, Kratos. Kidding.
We are all outlaws.
Outlaws and legends. Oh, like Robin Hood.
But some of us will become legends.
From the day or
and they said no big announcements for PS5. Temtem? I didn't know they were bringing that to console. Nice. I thought that was just gonna be on PC, but I guess they were working on a console for this. Anyway, that looks cool. Seriously, Temtem will really most copyright a brand, but you can't copyright a style of game. That looks really cool. That is so cool.
Before we wrap up, let's take a tour of Godfall. We've got new PS5 gameplay for this melee-focused action epic launching this holiday.
Before we wrap up, this better not be the last thing.
Hello,
Even
my
though
name
they
is
did
Keith
say it was
Lee,
gonna be at least
and I am
40
the game
minutes,
director for Godfall.
Yeah.
On behalf of Counterplay Games,
Probably
we are
gonna be
very
something
excited
special.
to share gameplay with you today and to offer you
Yeah,
a
this is on
glimpse
a dev
into the
kit, so
mystical
this is
world
the final-
of Godfall.
Final product.
Today, you'll be seeing extensive gameplay
notes,
captured on
Halo
the PlayStation
Infinite
5
fans.
development
Just
kit.
because the game might
Please
have
keep
looked
in mind
lackluster
that
on
the
that
game
demo
is
doesn't
still a
mean it's
work in
lackluster
progress,
at launch.
and some things may change
Says it
from
was
the
a
final product as we continue to learn and harness the power of Sony's next generation console. Please enjoy. So let's jump right into what Godfall is. Godfall is a looter slasher that features intense action, satisfying moment-to-moment combat, and robust loot progression systems. You can enjoy the game at your own pace, playing alone,
Almost said looks
or through
ass
online co-op with up to 2
looks
additional
badass.
teammates.
And yes, you will still
Godfall
need
is set in a brand new high fantasy
Hopefully that
universe
doesn't include
filled with heroic
free-to-play?
knights,
Question mark.
arcane magic, and forbidden realms.
But I honestly
The
don't
world
mind
is
paying
split
for a
up
subscription
into the
service,
elemental realms of
'cause I've been
earth,
doing it for like years
water,
since I got a PS4, so
air,
no
and
biggie.
fire. Godfall is a complete package. All loot and gear in the game are acquired or unlocked through gameplay.
God, that looks...
There are no microtransactions, no waiting for content. It's all in the game on day one. As you adventure, you'll get to tear through enemies to challenge a mad god who awaits you at the top. You play a Valorian knight, a godlike warrior able to equip valor plates, legendary armor sets that transform you into an unstoppable master of melee combat. Throughout your journey, you'll find ancient valor plates lost in time, each with their own characteristics and long history.
That's cool.
Now let's talk about gameplay in Godfall. First, our team wanted to do something different. We wanted to combine action RPG loot progression with third-person melee combat to create what we think is a looter slasher. Our game is therefore one part gear-driven and one part player skill-driven. In other words, not only do we want you to find exquisite weapons with powerful loot traits, but we also want you to have that feeling of accomplishment for mastering the wide set of combat mechanics available to you in Godfall. From a combat philosophy perspective, the melee combat in Godfall is intended to be fluid, dynamic, and interactive, embracing offense over defense. More often than not, you'll be facing multiple enemies at the same time. As a result, you should always be moving and closing the gap on enemies. Also, you dominate the combat space, not the enemies, and the game rewards you for being aggressive. Now that you're familiar with the combat philosophy, let's dig into the weapons themselves. In Godfall, there are 5 weapon classes: the longsword,
dagger,
the dual blades, the polearm, the two-handed warhammer, and the two-handed greatsword.
Broadsword.
Each weapon class has their own unique movesets and playstyles, ranging from fast combos to more strategic, deliberate play. As you defeat enemies in your adventures, you will acquire numerous weapons. For each weapon category, each weapon with their own primary and secondary traits. At a later date, we will delve into the weapon classes and how to modify them in greater detail. For now, we'll go over the dual blades and the longsword weapon classes. The dual blades are the fastest weapon class in Godfall, embodying speed, fluidity, and mobility. The dual blades are exceptional against soft, unarmored targets or single targets. You can perform a combo by executing 4 consecutive light attacks. The dual blades heavy attack is a spinning blade cyclone. The blade cyclone can also be used as a finisher at the end of your light attack combo. So what are the signature moves for the dual blades? As you build up charge, you can also activate Inner Focus, which is unique to the dual blades, which inflicts massive damage in a short period of time. There's also Mortal Coil, where you can throw your blade into an enemy, pulling the enemy towards you like pulling a cable. Now let's switch to the longsword weapon class. Longswords are balanced weapons, embodying crisp damage and simple cooldowns without needing a lot of elaborate combo setups. Similar to dual blades, longswords have their own 4-hit light attack combo. Then there's the heavy attack finisher, which can be used at the end of your light attack combo. There are 3 signature moves for the longsword class. There's Spectral Flurry, which cannot be interrupted and deals high damage to multiple nearby targets. Then there's Spiral Technique, which eviscerates all enemies in a straight fixed path. Notice there's a white flash after a longsword swing called a timing attack. If you press the shield button exactly at the same time, you'll perform a devastating shield uppercut with your longsword. The shield is a core part of Godfall. It's available to you throughout the entire game. You can always block incoming attacks with your shield. If you press the shield button at the right time, you can also parry an attack. You can perform a light attack after a last-second shield block to counterattack with a powerful shield strike. The shield is great not just for defense, but also offense. You can aim and throw your shield, which will hit multiple nearby targets. If you tap the shield button just as you catch your shield, you can perform a powerful wave attack. You can double tap the shield button to petrify enemies. And of course, you can perform an R3 ground finisher on enemies that were knocked down to the ground.
This looks so good.
We hope you enjoyed our first walkthrough video of Godfall running on the PlayStation 5. We also want to thank all the fans for their endless support since our initial reveal back in December. We have a few more surprises coming down the road, such as details on loot and progression, and are eager to share more with you on our way to launch this holiday season. We hope that you will join our Godfall community on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Thank you.
What's next? Unless that was actually the last thing. But I'm not sure. I saw one last space.
That's a wrap. We hope you enjoyed this peek into the future of PlayStation. See you next time.
PlayStation.
Well then, let me guess. Man, that was cool, but oh well. Unless yeah, I was hoping there would be at least some information from Rockstar about like the next DLC, but no. Still cool though, but yeah. Anyway, I think that's it. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. If you did, then follow me. If you want to follow me on YouTube, like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on notifications and let your friends know all about that channel. This will be going up on my YouTube channel shortly, so stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, I'll see you guys probably later. Maybe? Yeah. Anyway, see you later.